Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Spider-Man. We're helping Dr. Octavius eventually become Dr. Octopus, because that's just what we do. So, time to leave and do more story stuff. Yay.
What confuses me more than the brain to robot interface is why are the arms like weird fucking Final Fantasy VII transforming appendages?
Because the hand is not the most well-suited tool for every job.
Well, yeah, but
So
you don't need the most well-suited tool for every job to test a robot limb brain connection. You just need a robot arm. So, like,
the idea is, as we're explaining here, he's not trying to, and previously, he's not trying to just replace the arm. He's trying to make the arm better.
Yeah, and honestly, the hands aren't really great for a lot of things.
well, I
really.
mean, it feels like he's skipping several steps here. Like, you get the brain working with an appendage that's close to the arm, and then you get the brain working with an appendage that's more complicated, you know? I mean, you have to figure out if you can make the brain manipulate something that it thinks is part of the human body before you get
Well,
to
the thing,
point
no,
where
that we were
it's-
already there at the start of the game where they were already doing that with the arm, with like the army guy.
It's also probably easier for the machinery to do like the little grabby thing, too, all things considered.
Doc's really sick. At this rate, he'll lose control of his motor functions within a year. And if we're not careful, an intracranial implant could make things even worse. Even alter his personality. We need to proceed carefully.
That seems important.
Anyway, bye, Doc.
Yeah, sure, it's nothing.
Doc, I'm sorry. My aunt just texted.
No worries, Peter. I was thinking of taking a break myself.
It's...
As soon as I check our telemetry data.
Thanks. I'll be back in a few hours.
Why is the banana?
Doc
Goggalore.
used them in grad school when he had
It's
to manipulate
Goggalore.
Why do you know this much about his goggles?
Keeps him humble.
Well, no, we're talking to Otto.
No, Peter just knew that about his.
No, Peter said cool goggles, and then Doc interjected and says, "Oh, I love those things. We used them all the time back in grad school."
No, but Peter just said he says it keeps him humble, which
Oh.
is it was definitely Peter talking.
Fair.
He's just a goggle expert.
Well, I mean, he's got a pair over his eyes at all times with Spider-Man, because the eyes are technically goggles.
Nope, I'm actually on my way now. From Miles?
How does Spider-Man manipulate the eyelids? Do you think it has to do with the same brain to machine?
I mean, you
technology?
could just put the little like things on like your eyebrows around your eyelids and stuff. So it's like anytime you move your eyes, the thing like pulls up or down the shutters.
That seems like it would be distractingly uncomfortable and a bad idea.
I mean, so is wearing a full face mask. So
What the? Does it seriously take
Okay.
this many guys to rob a teenager?
bonk.
It's just another, just unhesitating smash to the face with a manhole.
Yeah, but he's a criminal though. That's fine. Not a college student, unless he goes to college.
Yeah, they're not exclusive.
Car door.
Ow.
That's almost worse.
I could have just punched him once, but no, I had to do some property damage, and also you see the guy just spawn behind there.
You're Spider-Man. You're the amazing Spider-Man.
Is that Miles?
Spectacular Spider-Man.
Yes.
A few other
Yes,
code
that's Miles.
adjectives Jameson uses. Look, that was really brave. But next time, leave the fighting to the pros. Okay?
So what, like an MMA fighter? Not that kind of pro.
Well, you can't just go swinging at someone twice your size. I mean, don't get me wrong. I fight guys stronger than me all the time, but when I do it, I have. Oh, like that time you fought Rhino on the Brooklyn Bridge?
Fanboy.
Perfect
Is
example.
that Spider-Man on his shirt?
You gotta be quicker. Okay?
If the-
That's easy for you to say that.
Maybe.
Sorry,
I can't see it. Yeah, I can't get a good angle from here.
Okay.
Put him up. Seriously? Yeah, come on.
No,
No.
just some sort of.
This is kind
DJ.
of
First thing. Don't let the adrenaline get to you. Breathe slow.
this is kind of neat actually.
Relax. Hips square to your
I haven't played this far into the game, so
Let them make the first move. Now use your feet
When they go off balance, look for an opening. Boom.
Like that?
Yeah, that's it. Okay. Only this time, just let me have it. Right on the jaw. Okay? I can take it.
Oh,
Ooh.
Sucker punched.
sorry.
No,
Huh.
no. It's all good. You keep that up and you'll be fine. All right. Lesson's over. Gotta go.
Hey,
All right, I charged for the others, so
Yeah.
thanks.
got PayPal,
Venmo.
Cash App.
You could just like order me a
Spider-Bucks.
pizza if you want.
I'll even deliver it to myself for you.
For to himself.
Well, I mean, like,
Just
you
ahead.
can, like, order Uber and just pick it up. Why you would want to do that instead of just, you know, calling the restaurant, I don't know.
I mean, depends. Some restaurants only take orders, online orders through like Uber Eats and stuff. So
Yeah, I suppose.
I'll show him next time. I gotta go. I promise my mom
Hey,
wouldn't be late.
Miles, why is your friend only named Friend?
Kidding me?
he knows he's a side
It's
character.
gonna take forever. That drone wasn't watching. Get your
What the hell?
pants.
We have a magic hacking phone.
Wow.
Yeah, that's how that works.
So easy. I can't believe Sable systems are unsecured. Think I'll stay clear of those guys.
Why is Miles doing this?
Because he's trying to he's trying to take a shortcut, but unfortunately Sable agents are there, so got to sneak past.
We can't just take the normal way around.
No, it'll take too long.
Yeah, like if I want to go home and the normal way is like
Under the gate on the left.
there's cops everywhere and I can't get past, I just go the long way.
It
That's
seems like sneaking around and being all stealthy would just take longer than taking a frickin' detour.
Yeah, but then
Then
you gotta
again-
hum the Mission Impossible song to yourself.
God, do we really have to?
Dun,
It's a requirement,
dun,
yes.
dun, dun, dun. Or you could go
Yeah.
ba-dun, dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, I was about to say. Theme
dun.
song. Okay. So
Also, Miles, with this phone, you also could probably like get in
With this-
anywhere you want, like ever.
Yeah, I was gonna say you don't need to go to high school if you can make a magic, hacking app that just breaks all technology.
I don't think he
you
made
you
this,
proud
but-
you. No, he made it.
What?
Oh yeah, almost there.
Again, he's science.
Oh.
Yeah.
So again, at this point, Miles would have made his billions and retired.
I'm reminded of a character from Tokyo Xanadu who sort of accidentally made an app that caused a whole lot of trouble.
This is mine.
But
And
like,
is the shelter that Miles going? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Lewis. This is the one Aunt May works at, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Basically, they're trying to get Miles out of his funk after his dad died. It's like, no, do something good for the world. Volunteer at a homeless shelter and things like that.
ah,
Oh, cutscene.
Yep.
Just keep breathing. I'll be back soon, Mr. Hunter.
Hey, Miles. Pete. Hey,
Hey, Peter.
sorry I'm late, man.
Oh, no, I'm just glad you're here.
All right.
Why's your
so,
cheek bruised?
What can I do to help?
Hey, you know what? You sound really similar to Spider-Man.
Getting comfortable with the place.
I'm not Spider-Man.
I'm not Bappo.
Everybody loves coffee.
Yuri Lowenthal.
Yes. It's also it's weird that Yuri's
Out to check on you.
wife voices Yuri in the game. So it's like this is all sorts of
Yeah,
weird.
it's kind of weird, yeah.
It's
Wait,
like
really?
it's not only, it's weird enough. Yes, it's like it's weird enough. He has to call another character his actual name, which is probably rare for a guy named
Yeah,
Yuri.
like an executive walk into the room, says Yuri, and both turn around and say yes.
meanwhile, here I am. My name is Lewis, and I've met like 3 or 4 people who share my name throughout my life.
No, the worst is when I was in middle school. One of my classes had 4 Ryans in it.
God.
I had a job once where there were 3 Amy's, and 2 of them were Amy with their last name being D, so we couldn't even go like Amy T, Amy D, and something else. No.
All right. So Amy 1, Amy 2.
Yeah,
like
that's
Amy
basically
3.
what we did.
Unfortunately, that's what you got to do. I have the most basic bitch name, so of course I run into like dozens of Johns in my life.
How many wands did you
think
run
the-
into, though?
I mean, they're all most of them were Hispanic. Yeah. So I think they were all Juans. The strangest thing for me is I know 3 Gabriels from Brazil.
That doesn't sound like a very Brazilian name to me.
Gabriel, it's biblical.
Okay,
so,
that's fair. Yeah.
Smarty pants. Please, go ahead.
There
You
you
see,
go.
it would be really funny if Miles, the tech genius, couldn't get the clock on the VCR to work properly.
Well, no one
Yeah.
knows how to do that.
Know your place.
Not even Lex Luthor can figure that out.
Hero. Man didn't do nothing heroic except get himself blown up.
Ooh.
I see you've met Miles. He's gonna be helping out around here. You may have heard of his father, Jefferson Davis.
Wait, his
Yeah,
father's
fuck
name
you.
is Jefferson Davis?
Yes.
That's unfortunate.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
Awkward.
Thanks. Listen, kid, I'm sorry about your dad.
Aw, that seemed like actually heartfelt.
I like how Peter just awkwardly slides in and rubs his nose in it. Okay.
I gotta take off, but brought some help for you.
Miles, nice to see you. Well, grab an apron, wash your hands, and I'll show you around.
And take no cooking lessons from Peter.
Hey, Peter.
Hey,
I'm
Peter.
Jesus
I'm
Christ.
so used to like Raimi Spider-Man Aunt May and new Aunt May that actually seeing an Aunt May who's like appropriately.
Yeah, it's weird. The movies either made her way too old or way too young.
Well,
It's,
the new Aunt May, like
she's doing
being
it
young,
again.
was like somewhat different for Spider-Man. Like normally Aunt May is like around this age, but it was always weird that Aunt May was like looked like she was like 80 in the Raimi
Yeah.
movies, because that would mean that like what, she was like 30 years older.
I mean,
than
you could.
Peter's
I mean, you
parents.
could. I mean, you can always call your great aunt. You still call your great aunt like aunt
Yeah, that's true.
or something. So
but-
that's kind of more how I took it. But yeah,
yeah.
There's hope. Don't give up.
it's like this version of Aunt May's like the actual correct age.
Yeah. I did think that Aunt May was like a good character in Homecoming, but in no way. No, wait, no, Long Way Home. Whatever. The second
Far
one.
From Home.
Far From Home. Thank you. I thought that they really
Way, Jose.
they really overdid the "lol, she's hot" joke. You know.
Yeah, it's just weird when it's like,
I'm heading to the
I know
tower
Pete's
make
supposed to
sure
like
Michael
still be
gets
in high
into
school and a
safe house.
teenager and stuff, but
You
it's
know,
like
safely.
when Aunt May looks like barely over 40, that's a little weird.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, well, what you gonna do?
it is a funny joke to have her like actively be dating people still and like having Tony hit on her. Like that's actually
what about
really
that?
funny. But
I mean, what about that time Aunt May dated Doc Ock?
okay,
Wow.
like here's the thing though. Like in the comic books, Doc Ock is still like so transparently evil at that point that it's like, oh, Peter, I found this nice young man, Otto Octavius, who has giant robot arms growing out of his back. And Aunt May's also, like, in the old comics, like, she also looks like she's 80, so that's also kind of weird, too.
Yeah, so that's one of those I'm not going to give the Raimi movies too much crap for that, because that's just how she looked in the comics for a long time.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Man,
Man, the Nolan movies really went overboard with that Batmobile.
I'm more doing City Escape.
I just had a Raimi Green Goblin moment when I saw that car. I was just like, oh. That was such an odd cut.
I like how
too.
everyone is magically shooting lasers now.
Well, the guns for the negative guys are at least normal guns.
Yeah.
They just have negative powers or something.
Yeah, they're angry bullets.
Wait, why
That's
does
what
this
we
guy
finally-
have the
if-
briefcase handcuffed to him?
Well, because it's the important thing. It's like, you can't have the cut. It's harder to take the briefcase if it's attached to a person.
Unless they have no qualms of cutting arms off.
Yeah.
Man, he really does look like somebody just inverted his colors.
I mean, that's kind of the entire point.
Yeah, but like in real life, that just seems weird.
Yeah.
The weird part to me is just that I'm so focused on the suit because it's like most of his body. It's just like, no, this just feels like Two-Face.
Yeah, I was thinking Two-Face myself.
Yeah, sure you do.
Stop throwing manholes, Spider-Man.
It's my hobby.
Hey, Steve, did you see how good I did? Steve? Steve, you here?
He's never around with us.
Why
Oh,
did
trailer
you do
shot.
that flip?
Trailer
That
shot.
was an odd time for a trailer shot.
Why
Yeah.
did you do that flip, Spider-Man?
Because we needed this scene to.
You need to style. You need to style over your opponents.
Yeah, this needs to be the E3 Oh, we're gonna drive this car into the wall. Okay.
There's no way this truck is able to get through New York streets. I'm sorry. It's
They
like you
don't
have to
care
basically
how
be
many
stuck.
cars they hit.
No, just the roads will be too narrow. Like, have you been to New York? Like, you have like the few major streets from high traffic areas, and then it's all narrow bullshit.
Like, if it ever had to go on a ramp, it would hit its top of the thing on the street signs.
Yeah.
You're better than Boston. You'd be turning everywhere.
Oh, so fun fact: in Boston, around the Fenway Park area, there's this road called Starro Drive, and it's one of the
Starro
more
the Conqueror.
sort of. It's one of the more convenient roads to get from one side of town to the other, except that there's traffic all the time. But there's also a lot of signs on it where they like 7 times they're like, "Don't drive a truck on this road. It's gonna hit its head on the signs. It's gonna not be able to go through. Don't go." And you want to know how many trucks go on that road when they shouldn't? It's like dozens every month. It's called getting Star Road, and it's awful. Short.
That's,
I was gonna say that's a little. I was
Yeah.
gonna say that's a little bit better than what happens when you actually get Star Road in DC. So.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'd rather drive under a sign and get fucking aliened.
So where exactly in New York would we be right now?
The
York.
city.
I mean,
New York is
it's all-
honestly
it-
way too goddamn large to know a specific point unless you live there.
Yeah.
What, you don't know that this is the
I don't.
Bronx
No.
district on
Absolutely
the corner of 76th and 114th?
Like New York, the city of like Manhattan specifically is like. I have no problem spending a day or two here to see the sights and just walk around. I don't know how the people live there.
You
Yeah,
never
it's
got
it's super
pizza.
gross.
You never got pizza at the corner of
It's-
355 over 2 days.
It's not even a matter like
Spoiler. Also,
sanitation's
spoiler,
not a,
spoiler alert: New York pizza's not even very good.
sanitation. No, I think it's.
Oh,
it's
you
sanitation
don't
might
get
be
to
issue.
talk,
It's just
Mr.
like,
No,
Chicago
I'm saying people over exaggerate how good New York pizza is. Like, it's just pizza.
I mean, you can flip that and say Chicago too. You know, to be fair, Chicago's not even a pizza; it's a pie. But
I mean, no,
Anyway.
it is a pizza pie. That's what it's called.
sanitation isn't the issue. It's just like it's too much sensory overload for me. Like it is just too much. It's overwhelming.
I don't think I could ever live in a city.
I like
can live in
having
Philly.
access to people, and I generally
I don't.
I mean,
Fuck.
okay, fair. I like being in a populated area. I don't mind. I wouldn't mind living somewhere where I didn't have to like spend 3 times as much money to get something that people who live in the middle of bumfuck nowhere spend. You know.
Yeah.
I don't have to live in the middle of bumfuck nowhere, but I like to walk out my front door and see trees and not just a hallway, you know?
Man, trees are overrated. Stupid shits.
You ever thought about just
No,
Printing out a picture of a
trees
tree?
are not overrated. Sunlight is overrated.
Yeah, but you want to know what doesn't exist without sunlight, Lewis? Trees. Checkmate, atheists.
What?
true?
But, you know, I just like quieter.
Yeah, sorry,
Uh-oh.
Martin. Sorry, I've already done the whole angry black suit thing.
I was hoping to bring you here. My abilities lend me a certain persuasiveness.
The fuck is he? Oh, is this the scarecrow thing you were talking about?
No, that's later.
City Hall. You never came.
This is very scarecrowy, though. Yeah.
Is this real or in my mind?
It was a shame so many had to die with no heroes.
Yeah, like where were the Avengers and
Officer?
where was
Spidey
Matt
can't
and
do
Iron Fist?
all of this, you know. Like, I bet you that Human Torch and thing were just playing Super Smash Brothers in the Fantastic Four Tower. Like, they were not doing anything
anything.
important.
Wanted to use him.
That's part of the reason why I just really don't like how 95% of all heroes in Marvel are just located within New York City. It's like there shouldn't be any crime left to stop.
And he fled.
You so much as jaywalk and the Hulk is gonna punch you off the street.
He must be
Yeah.
excised with no trace of his corruption to return.
Oh, I see what's going on. He's the bad guy, but he's after the real bad guy, who is Norman.
Put on the mask. Become one of us.
I already have a mask on. That would be weird.
Thanks, but no thanks.
Oh.
Oh, so is this how he mind washes people into joining his cult thing?
I guess, yeah. Oh, look at that, Mook Rush.
All the souls you've lost. The innocent victims you couldn't save.
Yeah, but they would have died if I wasn't there anyway.
Body's on your hands.
So it's like, save what you can.
Stop Osborn. You have so much strength. I can give you will.
Again, already did the black suit thing, sorry.
Yeah, he's not a super... Like, his look and powers are cool, but he's not a very compelling villain, unfortunately.
No.
What
They
is
really could...
what is Mr. Negative's deal in the comics?
He's not from the comics. He's a new character for this, as far as I'm aware.
What's one?
Oh.
A simple trade. One life for a city of souls.
Huh.
Ouchies.
Hold on, I'm gonna look it up just in case the comment section says I'm wrong. Which
I mean, I could have sworn I heard of Mr. Negative before this. So.
Defend Osborn.
He might have been a really minor villain until now.
Let's see. Oh no, he's been around. He's been around since 2007. Never mind.
Okay, so he's fairly new.
I mean, that was 15 years ago.
Compared to characters that...
Is PS2 retro?
Reminder that a lot of Pete's villains come from the 1960s, so... Relatively new by comparison.
Expose you. The shadows are sworn to me.
It is a strange villain to pick, though. I mean, I guess you don't make villains popular by not giving them a chance, is another thing, though. Like,
Yeah.
you can't just keep on using the same villains over and over, because otherwise new villains don't get a chance. So, I guess I understand that aspect of trying a new villain. I don't know.
It's more that they used the new villain and then they didn't do anything with him. That's more
Yeah.
the issue.
So was that all, like, in the frame of, like, half a
yeah.
second? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. I'm not sure that scans, Pete.
Ouch.
How will Spider-Man get out of this one?
He doesn't.
How-
The end.
What? Alright, is the end of the commentary? Fuck.
How did that even happen? That's not how physics
Lou,
is.
shut up. Just shut up. Spider-Man.